Smart Textiles, Smarter World. Spark innovation with the SmartTex community.
Here we are at Techtextil, the biggest trade fair for textiles innovation. And I am right now visiting some of our members. I am at the booth of ADRESYS with Luis, that he has an interesting device that now our colleagues are going to talk about.
Hello from my side as well. I'm Jasmine and I'm working as a textile engineer at ADRESYS. And at ADRESYS we developed the Smart Textile system, which you can see here. It's the Angel React system, and this system can detect electrical accidents, no motion, and also faults. And during the development of the Smart Textile system, we also developed different components and methods for the smart textile industry. So one of these components are our barbed rivets. So the rivets can establish an electrical and also a magnetic connection to a data processing unit. So you can see here that you connect the data processing unit very easily to the rivets. So the rivets are our alternative to snap buttons, which are often used in in general in the smart textile industry, but those rivets are much more user-friendly and also much more friendly for the textile. And we can provide the connection plate as a prefabricated component, and then it can be sewed in the sewing factory just as it is.
Hello, I'm Silke. I'm also a smart textile engineer at ADRESYS. And as Jasmine just said, we developed some components, but we also developed several processes for the smart textile industry to integrate components very easily in a normal sewing factory. So maybe integrate conductors or make contact points into a system. But one of the major parts that was also very important for us is the quality assurance. So at our production site, we wanted to have a system where the workers in the sewing factory can check if the system that they created or the product that they made functions correctly. And since they are not trained in testing with a multimeter to make ohmic measurements or something like that, we developed our t-shirt tester. With this tester, some clamps and some materials can be easily adapted to our t-shirt. I can show it to you here. So I adapt a little test unit and 2 clamps to make a measurement. And then I just press start on my machine and it will make a measurement in the background to check if all the contact points were made correctly. In the last step, the machine asks me if I did everything the correct way. And when I confirm with OK, I will get a hang tag printed out with several informations, for example, the serial number of the t-shirt, also the article number and the GETIN. And I will get a test certificate where I can read if everything is OK. So if the assessment was passed or if there was a fail in some area of the t-shirt. And this is then put with the t-shirt into a poly bag and then sent to our stock directly. And this is how we can confirm that all our products which are sent to customers work fine.
Okay, so thank you for the explanation. So I have a few questions because you know that when we are talking about wearables, washability is an issue. So how is it washable? And especially because it's in protection equipment. So is it possible to wash the device?
So at the moment, we promise that the system can withhold 50 washing cycles at 40 degrees in a domestic washing machine. So it's not possible to wash it industrially or something with 90 degrees, what is maybe used for hygienic products or something like that. Of course, the data processing unit, which contains the battery and also antennas and everything like that, cannot be washed. Exactly, so it has to be taken off before washing, but the rest of the system should withstand 50 washing cycles. All the rivets and also the electrodes and the conductors should work fine after 50 washing cycles.
Are you gonna try to make it washable maybe for industrial, or if there is any innovation going or any research going towards that direction?
Yeah, so we're always trying because many of our customers who work in safety and so on are really interested in industrial washing for our system. But it's quite difficult because many of the components are not that ready to go for these temperatures and these mechanical impacts. So we're always trying, but at the moment, I think that's the best we can do.
So thank you, and well, that's true. I mean, if you're thinking, you would never put your mobile phone in the washing machine. So yes. So another of the problems that we find with wearable devices, it's scale-ups, because it's really easy to do a prototype. So, but later on to put it into mass production, that's an issue, and it has some challenges. So how did you sort out those challenges, or what kind of challenges are you having right now?
Yeah, so our approach was always to think about mass production very early on. So in the prototyping phase, we always ask ourselves, when we introduce a new technique or a new process, is it really suitable for scale up? Can we use it for mass production? So we try to really lean on existing processes in the textile industry, so that we don't use processes like soldering, for example, which is very new or not common at all in the textile industry. So we work often with thermal processes and patching some components on the shirt, for example. This is known from patching logos. Yeah, and with the rivets and the connection plate we showed early on, we can just prefabricate this component and then send it to the sewing factory, and they just have to sew it in and don't have to use anything special.
I think, Jasmine, you said two really interesting points, that when you are designing a wearable device, it's really important to know what technology is available and what technology can scale up. And as well, I take from Silke that she explained that they developed that amazing software, because workers sometimes, when they have to move in a factory, they have to go into a wearable device, they're a bit afraid of that they cannot control it. So, to put them solutions, it's a really nice idea. And I guess from what we spoke, that when there is a fail, they just need to print that fail hand tag and send it back to ADRESYS, and you will explore the problems.
Exactly.
Okay. So thank you for joining us, and have a nice fair.